Okay, this time we're given two angles and a side, but none of them correspond to each other. So we have little a, big B, big C. In order to use law of sines, I need a full set. I need both A's, both B's, or both C's. In order to use law of cosines, I need two sides. Bummer, I don't have any of those things. What's the easiest one to get? Well, I can't just magically determine what a side length is here, but if I know two of my angles, I can definitely get the third angle. So let's see if we can figure that out. We have little side A, big side, or big angle, 112 is the big angle. We have angles 51 degrees and 112. That means that our A angle will be 180 degrees minus the 51 degrees plus the 112 degrees. Okay, what does that leave me with? 51 and 112 is 163. 180 minus 163 leaves me with a very small angle of 17 degrees. Okay, 51 and 112 is 163. 180 minus 163 leaves me 17 degrees. Okay, so what that means for my full setup now is that I'm going to use law of sines because now I have angle A and side length A, and I have two of my other angles, so I can solve for their side lengths. So because I'm solving for side lengths, I'm going to put the side lengths up top. You can use the other way, you're just going to have to do more cross multiplication. This way saves you from doing cross multiplication. So the full set that I have is little a and capital A, which means that that's going to be my set proportion, and then I'll figure out the rest of the information from this one. So my little a is a 3. My angle A we just found out was 17 degrees. Which, if you think about what this triangle is going to look like, if you have a 17-degree angle and you have a 112-degree angle and a 51-degree angle, that 17-degree angle should have the smallest side, because that 17 isn't going to open up very much to give you much length over there. The 112 should have the big side, and the 51 should have somewhere in between. So we'll solve this out. So my fixed proportion is going to be 3 over sine of 17. The next angle the next side length I can solve for is little b, and it's going to be over sine of 51 degrees. Okay, to solve for little b, I'll multiply this side by sine of 51. So that means my b side length is 3 times sine of 51 over sine of 17. Okay, this is where I want this answer to stop because I can't type any of that into a calculator if I don't have a calculator. And I don't know the sines of either of those angles. So I'm just going to leave it like it is. That's the side length B. Side length C is going to look really similar. It's just that our angle is 112 degrees instead of 51, which means when I multiply across, little c is going to be 3 times sine of 112 over sine of 17. Okay, if you need to convert those to decimals just so you get a picture of what this triangle looks like, you can. But we need to leave them as exact as possible. So I'm going to leave them in these forms. We've figured out the rest of the triangle. We have side length A, we got B and C. We have angle A, we were given B and C. So we have the whole information. We can draw this triangle given this information.